Assalamualaikum and good evening. In this video, I would like to present for the last assignment for Film 534. My current business is Nike T-shirt bundle, which I bought from a supplier and sell it through online and at my retail shop. So in my assumptions sheet, all projections are in a month. For the unit price is at 70 ringgit, which is a stable price for a new starting business in Nike T-shirt bundle. As my competitors' price in between 60 ringgit to 100 ringgit per unit. For my unit cost is 8 ringgit 93 cents. I obtained from this formula total outsource divided by inventory. Total outsource is this one divided by inventory 400 plus total variable cost divided by inventory 400, and I will get 8.93 cents. So this is my inventory level, which I brought from supplier. It has 400 units, and my production volume is 0 because I do not produce any product. I only outsource the product from the supplier. For the fixed costs, this is the list of the items of my fixed cost: shop rental, internet, business insurance, equipment lease payment, and the total fixed cost is 1,200. For the variable cost is 2,472 ringgit 10 cents, which I have electricity 200, water 70 ringgit, labor I only hire 2 persons and their salary is 1,100, which costs 2,200 ringgit per month, and I will give them sales commission at 3% for each sale, which is 70 ringgit each, which costs to 2 ringgit and 10 cents. So for the base, I assume in base case scenario, my demand is 350 units, and in the worst case scenario is 130 units. My business is also sell in online. Therefore, my operating days per month is 30 days. In retail shop operation is 5 days a week, from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m, which amounting to 20 days in a month. For the number of days I sell in discount price is 2 days, and number of days that I sell in full retail is 28 days. For the discount rate for clearance sale is 40%, and for the intermediate sales is 10%. Cost that I outsource is total 1,100, which is purchase of amount to the total of 2 bale. Where is yes, this one, 2 bale at a price of 550 ringgit each, which total cost of 1,100. So for the revenue base case scenario, for my assumption is 25,100. My revenue worst case scenario is 8,000 ringgit. My profit for best scenario is 20,400, and my worst scenario for profit is 5,000 ringgit. So this is the revised best scenario and the revised worst scenario, which I will explain on the next sheet. Okay, why do I make this? What do we learn from this profit model best scenario sheet? It is for us to test whether the data that I collect from the assumption and apply into this model achieve my target or not. My target is the revenue and the profit, which from the assumption I have to obtain the 25,100 ringgit and the revenue for best scenario is 20,400 ringgit. So in this case, which the result obtained is not sufficient because I only get 24,500 ringgit while my target is 25,100 ringgit, and the profit is not sufficient, which the target is 20,400. Therefore, my solution is I'm using one-way table to achieve my revenue target and profit target. So the result of one-way table, I have to increase my price from 70 ringgit to 72 ringgit, which will get the result of 25,200 for the revenue, and for the profit 20,428 ringgit. So my final decision is to use RM 70 ringgit as my unit price. Move on to the next sheet, which is profit model worst scenario. So this sheet is we learn that what will happen in my business if there is something happen to the business, which means the worst case scenario. So in this case, my revenue target is achieved because my assumption for the worst case scenario for the revenue is only 8,000 ringgit, but I obtain 9,100. So the target achieved. But for the profit is not sufficient, which I target to 5k, but I only obtain 4,328. Therefore, to achieve the target, I use two-way table by measuring quantity bought and the price. The result is I have to decrease the quantity bought from 400 to 250 units, and my selling price per unit is 65 ringgit. Therefore, if there is something happen to my business, I have to reduce my quantity bought and sell at the lower price from the 70 to 65 ringgit. Move on to the markdown pricing. So in markdown pricing model, I would like to determine the best discount rate to be charged to the customer. So before going to pricing model, these are my assumptions. These are all my assumptions. My product retail price is 72 ringgit. I am doing online business and a bit of retailing. Therefore, the selling operation is 24/7 basis. Because of 24/7 basis, my operation is total of these two is 30 days in a month. So in a month, I have 2 days discount to clear all stock. As of now, I am charging intermediate markdown to 10% and clearance markdown is 40%. My inventory is 400 per month. Therefore, in daily sales, my maximum units to be sold in a day is 13 units. So this is the 13 units. This is my minimum sales if I sell at a full retail price. So if I sell at if I sell at a discount price of 10%, which is from the full retail price is 64 ringgit and 80 cent, I will manage to increase my daily sales to 30%. Okay. So move on to the explanation of the slope. Okay, so the slope of 0.4167, meaning my product is near to 1 and it is elastic, which means demand change a lot when the price changes. So it means my product also has a lot of competitors. Okay, in my model, as you can see, only discount sales that get a negative amount. Therefore, my decision is to put down the discount sales. This is because I have proof in scenario 1. Okay, this scenario, uh, I have increased the sales. So even though I increase the days of discount from 2 days, 3 days, 4 days and 5 days, decrease the price in full retail, price days in full retail, which is from 28, 27, 26 and 25, and increase the amount of discount rate from 10% to 30%. The result, sales in discount revenue are still negative. Oh, yes, it's still negative. The best one is on 10% for 3 days discount for the discount sales, but still negative, so it is not good for my business. Okay, so my decision is to put down the discount sales. So I am still use the clearance markdown because I have to decrease my discount rate from 40% from 40% to 20%, and increasing inventory up to 445 units. This is because the remaining balance, by doing this, the remaining balance of to clear the old stock can be sold at 20%, 20% discount, because I am applying this clearance markdown sale because there are huge demand for the clearance old stock if I sell it, and the profit is increasing to 27,230 ringgit 40 cent from 80,000 to 27. So it can be used for the markdown price. Therefore, my final decision is to not include discount sales, this discount sales, and decrease my discount rate for clearance markdown from 40% to 20%, and increase inventory from 400 units to 445 units. Okay, move on to the outsourcing decision model. In my case, I have no manufacturer in-house, therefore the fixed cost and unit variable is 0. Therefore, I would like to prove my supplier 1 is the best decision because the price is more cheaper compared to the supplier 2, which the cost difference is 20,000. Okay, so 280,000 for supplier 1 and 240,000 if I purchase from supplier 2. Okay, for the overall conclusion, there are 3 components of my assumptions are not valid. Firstly, inventory, I have to increase from 400 to 445 units.